Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, guys. We're going to look at Cardano on more of a longer term time frame, because we can all get so drawn into the kind of short term. I'm definitely guilty of it myself, and you guys know where we believe that we're going in the short term. Certainly at the end of this cycle, perhaps the end of this year, we're going to get towards that $7.50, $10 range. We believe that. Let's talk about a little bit more of a broader horizon for Cardano and where this project could end up in the future. I'm going to be putting forward a number of arguments and reasons why I actually believe that Cardano is going to accrue $1 trillion, yes that is correct, $1 trillion in terms of market cap. Giving you a Cardano price if the supply stays the same, which we know it won't be, so the price will be significantly less than this, or not significantly, around about the $27 range if the max supply of 40 billion Cardano, and lots of people don't even realize there's a max supply for Cardano of 40 billion is released. So at today's current supply of Cardano, if we had $1 trillion in terms of market cap, the market cap would be 31.3 trillion. And for those of you quickly who believe that a cryptocurrency can't reach $1 trillion, it can indeed. You know, Bitcoin did that. It reached $1.2 trillion literally a couple of months ago, and I believe that Cardano has a lot more usability than something like Bitcoin. We're going to play a number of clips. We're going to be playing you a clip from Benjamin Cohen's channel, where he's essentially talking to Michael Saylor. And this is Michael Saylor explaining why he believes Bitcoin is so valuable. And I actually think this applies more so to something like Cardano, something like Solana, something like Polkadot, some of these smart contract FOSSes, these financial operating systems of the future. Then we're going to listen to the Cardano Foundation. Again, we played a bit of this yesterday, but we're going to play, what the Cardano Foundation themselves are saying about their kind of longer term outlooks. And they want 1 billion users. And we believe they're going to get that, and thus accrue a lot of value as a result of that. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to play the clip, and then we're going to talk about a number of other things, because he mentions a number of stocks out there. We're going to look at them and some of their market cap values and what they perhaps have in common with Cardano. And I think that the underlying kind of technological aspects are very similar in the fact that they're both revolutionary, or there are a few that are revolutionary technologies that have essentially changed the world and accrued value as a result. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into the first clip, and then let's talk about it.
Yeah, thank you.
I think most people are very familiar with your stance on Bitcoin, but could you give us just maybe like a brief sort of discussion or insight into what you view Bitcoin as, and why you're sort of investing in it, and why you see it as the future of monetary policy or something?
I think that the most important point is that this is a technology investment. It's a technology theme. If you look at the most successful investments of the past 10 years, Facebook started from nothing, and it dematerialized human relationships. It was a social network, and that meant that they channeled social energy onto a digital network for 1 billion plus people, and it's worth $1 trillion a day. Apple is a mobile network. What they did is they dematerialized mobile devices. They dematerialized your communications, your cameras, your videos, your documents, and it's worth a couple $1 trillion. And Google is a $1 trillion business because it dematerialized information network, search network. So what's the theme with all these things? It's like...
Let me just interrupt Michael there. You can do all of this on a blockchain, by the way, guys. You just need to figure out how to build the application. The same way that all of these technologies are built on the internet, you can actually blockchainerize, what would the word be? Blockchain, convert these and build these applications on blockchain that could do similar things to something perhaps like Google. You could have a blockchain search engine, and we know Brave are doing that. The uses for when he's talking about these companies, he's talking about specific companies with specific niches, whether that be Facebook, which is a social media platform, whether that be Amazon, which is an e-commerce store. Blockchain has a far broader horizon. So anyway, let's get back into the video, guys.
I want to give music to 5 billion people. I have to suck the music out of the CD, the record, the phonograph, the Steinway piano, the orchestra. And if I do that, I can give you a catalog of 50 million songs that cost $15 a month for the family plan. And for $3 a month, you can give infinite music to everybody on earth. And if I want to give everybody infinite free education to 5 billion people, I have to suck the information out of the books, out of the libraries, out of MIT, out of Harvard. And I do that with iBooks and YouTube. And so that's digital education. The other is digital music. Bitcoin is digital property. We are sucking the monetary energy out of houses and bars of gold and silver and bonds and stocks and collectibles and anything else that we monetized in the world. And it's, if I have $1 billion and I want to put it in gold money, I have 30,000 pounds of gold. And if I want to move 30,000 pounds.
So essentially what he's saying there, Cardano can not only do that in the terms of it being, a more, what he's essentially saying there is that it's sucking money out of these assets because it's proven to be superior. Cardano can not only do that and act as an asset in that form and a number of these other smart contracts, and Bitcoin is very good at that, by the way, guys. Bitcoin is a great store of value. It's personally why I am a lot more in Bitcoin than I am any kind of a fiat system or anything really, to be honest with you, because I believe it's exactly that, a store of value. I don't think it, the thing is, something like Cardano has more of a value proposition to me, or Ethereum, Cardano's bigger evil brother, if you will, or Solana, or any of these, because there is so much you can do for these that will increase the demand, and you're so early in regards to Cardano and where it is and what's to come. I mean, we've not even got smart contracts yet, which we're around the corner. We have already got basic non-public smart contracts going back and forth. But that's basically it, guys. And when you kind of tie this into the goals and aspirations of Cardano, and this is the Cardano Foundation saying this themselves, it very much matches up with the value proposition and why he believes Bitcoin is so valuable. This is why Cardano is going to be so valuable, because if you can see here on their 2026 and beyond kind of what they want to achieve by them, 1 billion users. I mean, that's what $1 trillion looks like, guys.
Satisfied when in 2026 we have a suite of services for a nation, that we have a truly decentralized protocol stack which is self-evolving with the community, that we see Voltaire is coming into action, and we see that a lot of the decisions and the roadmap is being driven from the voting and the actual governance which is happening from our community and the future users. We want to have an ongoing assistance on regulatory frameworks which makes it easier to use decentralized protocols and blockchains. And obviously we are on the road, as I said before, and I will continue saying, what does a blockchain look like when 1 billion users get the value proposition and get the impact of all of those things a blockchain can offer? Now,
we'll leave that there, but they definitely are on the road to 1 billion users. Blockchain technology, and we've looked at it on other videos, is getting adopted at a significantly faster rate than what the internet did. And that's just due to the kind of current world that we live in. And like I say, $31, guys. I mean, Cardano could get to that price, and that's if it stops at $1 trillion. We know there are a number of companies out there. You've got to remember, with the perfect storm setting up, they are devaluing money. It's likely to me that a coin, a project, a fast financial operating system such as Cardano is going to accrue value and get to this kind of $1 trillion market cap and make a lot of you very, very happy. Remember, gold is $11 trillion, guys. Cryptocurrency market as a whole is exceptionally undervalued. And the reason I've made this video is because we're not really doing much on a kind of day-to-day basis. We're just coiling up. A breakout is absolutely coming, guys. It's going to be largely coordinated with Bitcoin. We know that. But we're just coiling up to make our fifth and final wave, perhaps, of this bull run, which we believe is going to take us that $7 to $7.50 to $10 range. We're very confident about that. We could be wrong. It's just a bet that we are personally taking. And lots of contradictory things kind of going on the Cardano chart. I mean, you have definitely broken out of your descending resistance. The only issue is that you're kind of now forming a rising wedge and consolidating, but you're still staying above your EMAs broadly. You're battling with it on the 4 hourly. Take a quick look at the shorter time frames. Battling with it on 4 hours and below. I essentially think. Well, even the 4 hourly is showing some strength. Look at how you're bouncing off it, guys. It's showing strength, and we think a breakout for the entire crypto market is imminent, and something like Cardano is going to do exceptionally well. So that was just a short and sweet video, guys. You know, remember, people will say, "Oh, it's impossible for a cryptocurrency to hit $1 trillion." Bitcoin's already done that. And I can guarantee you, when Bitcoin was still in its infancy, like Cardano is, people were, if you told them that Bitcoin was going to reach $1 trillion, they would have laughed you out of the room. The same way that, you know, if you had told a taxi driver 20 years ago that the biggest taxi company, the biggest taxi service in the world would be a technology, they'd go, "There's no way, dude." You know, the internet... Things move very fast, and adoption is happening at an ever-increasing rate, and this is where this is going. And I just thought this was an important video because I'm guilty of it myself. We focus so much on these short-term time frames. We focus on the short-term gains. When if you look at the bigger picture, there is a far greater plan at play here, and getting to grips with that. Like I say, I have some Cardano that I am just not going to touch. About 25% of my Cardano is not getting touched. It's getting left where it is because I think I'd have made enough money off the 75% to be happy enough, and then to kind of see where that 25% leads me. I mean, I'm a believer in the project. I'm not a Cardano maximalist, by the way, guys. Somebody called me a Cardano maximalist, by the way. I didn't know whether to be offended or what. I'm not an anything maximalist. I just have certain projects, and I believe that the future looks like a number of these projects, a number of these sort of operating systems will exist the same way that we have a number of operating systems today. Cardano is going to be one of them. You know, Ethereum is not going anywhere, and it's a bright future, guys. So that's all I have for you in this video. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. I hope you've all found some enjoyment out of this. If you have, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment, guys. And I will see you all in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.